bubbling. Look at the cash coming in. Come get your man, Slim Booker bugging me. Just need a bag, quit all that jaw jackery. Don't even be that, I don't want none of it. He's mad about it, had enough of it. Whoa, watch what you saying, how that poppin' and shaking. Got is a laser, my posse dipping, I raiding. We act the fool for the paper. Had a dream and I made it. El Camino on Dayton's, bitches guess over baby. Put the bread on me. Bet on my bacon, big and flat in the bacon. I might just roll out today. I might just roll out to Vegas, head back to my old ways. Cop a roof for all day. Look at me, baby. Look at me, baby. Don't I look like a million? I'm about to clean out the safe. Don't I look like somebody that just be bodying everything? All that talking is great, but I don't be talking.
Just off the shores of Lake Erie, we are at First Energy Stadium in a city aptly named after its founder, Moses Cleveland, way back in 1796. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New England Patriots and the Cleveland Browns. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Now, let's go.
Darius Geis, his first carry of the game. And not much, maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
On second down, Jackson. Wide open receiver, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They go play action now. Jackson. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Now Jackson on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And now he'll tuck it and run. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Geis with a carry on second down. And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched him more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Back to the ground on first. It's Geis. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. Call it a gain of 5, and it'll be 3rd down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
Yeah, that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there. Yeah,
I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
A first red zone opportunity for the Browns thus far. 1st and 10 at the 19. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on 1st down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on 1st down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. On 3rd down, Jackson. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Christian Kirksey with a big-time sack on 3rd down. And it'll be a loss of 7. Oh, nope, never had a chance. Well to the right, no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. So it's an empty trip downfield there as they get a missed field goal on 4th down.
And I didn't see anything in the setup. It's a good snap, good hold.
Yep.
He just pushed it, and that one never wanted to come back.
Now Tomlinson on 1st and 10. Uses the spin. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give him the yardage that they needed. But they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
This is the Oklahoma State alum, Chris Carson. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Looking to throw. And James has it. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Richie James, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he gets it to make it 7-0 Patriots. Forbath out to kick this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now the Browns coming out on the field. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them.
It's caught at the 10. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
Now, look at 56.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. As his guys are in for 6. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Now Tomlinson on the handoff. He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Wait, 20. Wait, 20. Go.
On 2nd down, it's Tomlinson. Oh, and now some space to operate. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Here's the first carry for Bo Scarborough. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 2nd down and 8 to start things out.
Sugar. Wait, 20. Wait, 20.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Gronkowski's got it on the crossing route. Give him 30 yards there.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So some holding over on the left side of that O-line.
And I know for the guys trying to move those big defensive people, they'd love for them to stay in one spot. But they move around so quick and so fast that sometimes you just have to grab them.
A terrible spot for a holding call as they'll try again, but now from further back on 1st and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. Past the 20. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Extra point attempt here still to come. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. Here's Tate to return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. And now out come the Patriots. And following the pick six, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
After the pick six, they go right back to the air. He's got his man on the crossing route. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On the handoff, Tomlinson. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Let's go!
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
Wait, 20. Rip.
He'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. That's caught inside the 20. A very nice pickup of 33 yards.
That was an excellent read right there. Saw cover one. That means it's just a single high safety. So you know if you throw the ball to the outside part of the field, help is going to be a little bit late getting there. And he puts one out there for a big-time completion.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They'll set up a throw. Flushed it, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Myles Garrett in there to get him for a loss of 3, and it'll be fourth down. They've been moving the ball well offensively, really getting into a groove. Last play, pass completion. Now, finally, the defense gets there.
And you have to find a way to disrupt their rhythm. Do you do it with coverage, or do you do it with pressure? They elected to go with pressure, and it was the right call.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense heading back out to take possession. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Jackson on first down. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for second down, staying ahead of schedule. Now Jackson on second down. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
Hold 50. Ready? We go. Right.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Richie James with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Pats able to cash in for 6. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Here's Jackson. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Starting to rack up the yardage here in this first half. 5 catches now and a first down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. More from Cleveland after this. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. That's going to be caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. DJ Chark, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are able to cash in for 6. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Tate to return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more back.
And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I'd file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down again. Emmanuel Ogbah in there to get him, and this pass rush strong now. That sacks on back-to-back plays. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Airing it out for Hearns. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield. Think it's intercepted.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. After the interception, here's Jackson, eluding the pressure right. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there. It's 2nd down. And before this 2nd down play, we'll get a whistle, a signal, and a timeout. As the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
Watch it now, Barney, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56, lucky 56.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the gun, Jackson steps away to his left, letting one go, and that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Darius Geis as the first half is winding down, and the Browns add on to their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here's Tate to return. Defenders giving chase, but I don't think they're going to get there. The 30, 10, and all the way in. Touchdown, New England. In for the score, and the Patriots are back within a score. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
The Browns offense trotting back onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Danny Trevathan. And he will score. Touchdown, Patriots. Now Forbath for the extra point. Forbath able to convert the extra point. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Here's Tate to return. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. So the Patriots coming out now. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
With the Eagles.
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
I think the last 2 plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those 2 that you did. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Danny Trevathan leading the surge there. He drops him for a loss of 6.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Watch it now, Barney.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson.
Yeah, once more, strong running. Excellent blocking at the point of attack. They've got a nice little drive brewing right here.
And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. They'll get nothing out of that one, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down. A defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times.
And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
That good for 22 and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side, but how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
They'll give him 8 on the play, and it'll bring up a second down.
Go 50. One play at a time now. Sugar.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. New England on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll drop the throw. Quickly to Gronkowski. That's caught. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That's a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
20!
They go play action here on first down. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Back to the ground, this time with Tomlinson. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
New England on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19. They're going to look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
So as it turns out, that sack doesn't wind up costing them, Charles. They at least get points, get 3 of them.
Yeah, that's where your kicker can really come to your rescue, because you know After the sack, there was a little consternation there. Are we out of field goal range? Are we going to be able to get 3? In this case, he stepped right up and gave them exactly what they needed.
And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit?
Free, the collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10, here's Jackson again, and he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Danny Trevathan in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, the way this offense has marched up and down the field during this game, it's almost a surprise to see an incomplete pass on 3rd down, isn't it?
Yeah, they have had their foot on the gas all game long, but here finally stalling out. On the return, it's Tate. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And the Patriots will have great starting position as they take over 1st and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Tomlinson. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Tomlinson again, a 1st down carry. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And we're back now here in Cleveland. We get set for the 4th quarter. Patriots have the lead. They also have the football. Back to throw here. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Snags it for the pick. Thought he had the pick. Flag comes in for PI, so cancel it out.
Interference. Oh, a killer for them. Thought they had a nice play. Instead, they'll be marching off yardage against them.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Tomlinson. And this will result in him losing yardage back to the 3. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Regular. We go.
They'll go to P-line, trying to pound it in. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Wait, 20! Wait!
They'll try and run. Tomlinson. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
This drive started with 1st and goal. Now that it's 4th and goal, anything less than a touchdown would feel like a letdown to me.
So that's a big one. Obviously, Charles makes it a 2-score game. His 3rd field goal of the game, able to knock it through.
Yeah, not exactly free and clear yet, but as a defense, you get to play a little bit looser, don't you? Because you do now have a little bit of a margin of error, don't you?
And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now the Browns offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now he's forced out left. Shark's got it left side. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Decent start to the drive there. Of course, they need the touchdown, 2-point conversion, and a field goal.
Yeah, those guys are into it. How about the guys on the sidelines? You see the coaches signaling, all the personnel groups up on the sideline, ready to go in and out of the game. They've got to condense their time now in order to try and get back into it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Jackson looking to throw on 3rd. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Watch you now, Barney! Barney!
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson being chased out left. Now he'll let it go on the run. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Darius Geis with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Browns have cut it back within a score. And Jackson throwing once more. That's caught. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But we also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done. Great
way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. And this is Tomlinson. And an alley to run. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and it'll be 2nd and very short.
Let's go, let's go. Let's go, no, 66.
220. They'll run it now out of the gun. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
They'll look to throw now on first down. The hitter here, it's complete. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Tomlinson, and he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
2nd and 1 and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the first down.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
72.
Right back to him on first down. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. Now it's Tomlinson, and able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the pickup, and that is going to set up a 3rd and 1.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive
Let's go.
could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
Hey, Alabama.
He'll look to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're running. Tomlinson. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. And defensively, they were ready for that. A full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Danny Trevathan in there to drop him as the clock continues to roll.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down.
Brandon, it's okay what they're doing right now. Still able to work the middle of the field, but you know sooner or later they're going to have to stop the clock.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
So another big shot dodged there defensively. Now they're just one more incompletion away from salting away this victory, and I know this feeling. They're almost giddy, but they have to stay focused and locked in. They can make one big mistake and throw it all away.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down.
Gone! Over!
He's back to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Browns try to get back and set quickly here. Time ticking away.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that's caught inside the 35. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth.
Wow, wow.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will make this a 4-point game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. One possession game, time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now before this second down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the fourth. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
20, 380.
They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And his guys are going to take over at the 21-yard line. So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Patriots, they too will exit with a 2-1 record. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.
Look, I defeated my fears, soaked the towel of my tears. So ahead of my time, what comes next are all my oldest ideas. I'm wiser than my chin check y'all in y'all beard. I'm willing to father my peers, all of my peers for all of my years. Out in the field, take a look at my shoes. Never had a thought that it might lose. Considering the cost, I had to give them my dues. Never got to talk to it like you. I've been feeling like a king for months. We eat all the rich cuisine for lunch. All these wishing he was done. Oh, you tried it, that's a piece of gum. Now, look at me, I'm the captain now. I'm recruiting this year. I be praying for y'all while I'm praying for y'all. Like a line of bees in this deer. I hate to do it with no plans. Now I don't usually get near. Oh, I ask her man, cause I'm the mutant in here. We look good, just show us where the camera. Years ago, I had to up my standards. Make your missus Alabama. Turn it to my only private. Swear like she don't got the answers. Who's the boss? I feel like Tony Danza. Walk up in there like I got the swag. What kind of swagger? I'm the blackest panther. Wakanda. Y'all are wasting your time. I spend it, but I ain't wasting a dime. Might do some favors, but I ain't breaking my spine. The girl has been calling for days. I get no different ways. That New Orleans parades. Yeah, we like, none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation. Get no invitation. Y'all all with it and y'all talk a lot, but y'all ain't got the heart to do the mission. I'm hard-headed like the juggernaut, but there ain't nothing I can do to listen. I'm authentic and I walk around like I just ate, but let you do the dishes. I'm Clark Kent, but mix the Autobots and mix with everything that you've been missing. Please get back and don't get that involved. Freaking sick, I need a pad of walls. I'm the king, heavy crown, heavy rain, cat and dogs. Homie with me if you're asking for it. There ain't much that he be asking for. He just wanna have a paddock on with a watch face with little dragon balls. Come on, look, you don't need me either. All I need is this. No coca ice, and I get oh so polite. You be the man of your city, I'll be the man of my country. You could be the man of your city, I'ma be the man of my country. Your girl has been calling for days, I get it in all different ways. New Orleans parades, yeah, we like and none of my people are patient. We look like we on a vacation, get no invitation, yeah, we like your girl has been calling for days, I get it in all different ways, yeah, I'm like none of my patient. We look like we on a vacation.
Money back. Money back. Money back. Make it like a money back. Money back. God, I do the Maybach on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's he said it's a them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. He said you look like this. He makes sure he put Cardi down on his list. Now why this? Gonna look on my snap. I take a man and I won't give him back. I just walk into the booth and attack. I hit this guy in the roof will collapse. I've been broke my whole life. I have no clue what to do with these racks. Every lay, waist, snatch, back, straight back. Got lips like Angelina, belly truck tangerine, jumping on my. That's why they call it trampoline. Back on Monday, Ferrari Friday. This is sweet Saturday, that's just what I say. I say, babe, it's a. He said it's a. Them pretty. You look like Beyonce, looking like money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, yeah. Money back, money back, money back, money back, money back, money back. He can tell from the front, I got it behind me, and I park my Bentley truck on my Versace driveway, looking like money back, 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 woo, money back, money back, money back. With me pretty too, they look like bridesmaids, and they all gang, so don't be talking sideways. Salty, they sodium, they jelly, petroleum, always talking in the background, don't never come to the podium. Chef Cardi B, I'm up, I see you like the again. While you was sleeping on me, I'm